Good morning, you millionaire viewer. Activate your pencil and write some ideas. Today's episode talk is about the $1 million resume, my thoughts about the $1 million job. Anyway, anyone with a resume in their hands begging for a job, is admitting you are not able to be your own boss, manage your own money and time, to be approved by someone and pay him to tell you what to do in life. How to write a resume from Ugly Truth Man Talks YouTube channel. Reading a resume is reading the life of a possible breadwinner, a synonym for employee, in 1 minute and decide to call and meet him at the interview. The $1 million resume is about enthusiasm and transmitting positive energy, is about character and personality, is about what type of worker and colleague are you. Check on YouTube the 7 types of employees from Patrick Bet David channel. The dream, the work, and the chance to apply, and make it happen, the $1 million deal. The new generations of people, less educated in old vintage work skills, are having hard times finding good paid jobs. Their parents were masters because of the industrial times they worked in. The ugly question: how important is the salary in your life and monthly cash flow? Talk about vices, addictions, and weaknesses if you want the premium job. Are you a kind of genius or prodigy? Relationship and beliefs about money: are you a giver or a taker? If you have other income sources, you are not motivated only with money. You and me, we need a unique resume, original curriculum vitae, a life map with achievements and future targets. If I want the $1 million job, I must produce minimum 3 or 4 millions in exchange for the opportunity I received from my contractor, employer, the discovery talents man, life-changing factor in my destiny. If I choose to work alone, and make only $500,000 per year, being independent, I don't need a resume, but the roadmap is longer. The invisible battle for success lasts 12 rounds. A resume is a communication tool between a person who wants a job, working place, and a person who offers the job. The resume is like a blind date where you bring flowers, the girl bring herself. First look and first impression matters. It takes 1 minute to read a boring resume. People who created a system of making money and need some people to work for them. In this system, in order to justify some money, take some financial advantages and the ugly truth, need people for jobs that robots can do, but are too expensive for, or making money from skills, emotions, and creativity, things that robots cannot do. Plus, with periodical economic crises and the offer and demand on the workforce market, the new generations of people less educated in old vintage work skills, it is harder to find a good working man or woman, who is willing to change his job and work for you, after he negotiates with his previous employer. I will not talk about imaginary expectations for just presenting a mediocre resume. I will not talk about mistakes in writing the resume. I will not talk about success if 80% of resumes are written from people who don't know what they want in life, don't have education or a specialized practice and vocational job, or are lazy humans who wish well-paid salaries sleeping 12 hours per day. Another issues are underqualified versus overqualified, or just qualified but with high salary expectations. Nobody cares about your qualification. You get a work test. If you pass it, you're hired. The capacity to adapt to new working conditions, integrate in the work group, accept rules and requests, to learn the new job, meaning being qualified at work, medium and long-term vision working in a new place, and the motivation and passion anyone can have, and having new ideas, are more important than the degree, diploma, or work experiences in other fields. My resume is my business card, my list of achievements, my life palmarès with winning and loses, places I've been, things I did, success stories. One time in life I was paid for 2 hours, half a salary. You need to know your cost per hour, cost per day and year net income. My $1 million resume is about my lifestyle, waking up early and morning routine, working habits, discipline, time management, family and personal life facts that can influence the working program, the cost of my extra time, the faith and trust facts, a man with moral values, honest and humble. I cannot be bribed with money, or tempted with beautiful pleasures or tastes. I live minimalist, monk style, influencing the place I work, live, and where I am. If I tell you my goals in life, you will laugh because you consider me naive, and then you will cry, because you cannot dream so big, you don't have the capacity and imagination. My level of understanding, life exams and school of life, the speed of work, the health and working mathematics organized experiences in call center, industrial factory and counseling people are just some skills I developed over time to make my life easier. Qualification in communication, organize, technical, artistic skills, member in political parties, church, local social activity, and having different driving licenses. A resume should have written things like my limits of pain, endurance, acceptance, arrogance, and humility, level of understanding life facts and taking decisions. My cost of words for giving advice, cost of time, cost of friendship and socializing. I have other interests in life. People who are depending on my living, family, parents, debts I have, other jobs, hobbies, passions that I have, and the ugly question, how important is the salary in your life and monthly cash flow? Because if you have other income sources, you are not motivated only with money. The second ugly truth question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? A question translated in two ways, were we as company what you to be in our company diagram, or what future plans do you have for the next 5 years, if you stay with us, or leave for better opportunities? I'm part of the 20% who choose a good sleep, instead a good meal. I choose a rested mind, body and soul, instead of greed man habits. I choose to be silent and not to answer, because I work and prepare for big things in life, like financial freedom, millionaire anonymous lifestyle, philanthropy and inventions changing the world. If I will achieve these milestones working for you, you made a big deal hiring me, if not, no regrets on both sides. The $1 Million Resume is my YouTube channel, my books, and the first-time experiences when I meet new people. My faith in God is my strong power, my life experience, and with His help, I can go ahead, chasing my dreams and catch them at the right time, place, and between right people. In Bible, in Book of Proverbs is written, the blessing of the Lord brings wealth, without painful toil for it. I want these kind of blessings. Thank you for listening. God bless you with job where you learn, jobs where you discover yourself and the blessings, jobs where you can grow your life plan, roadmap, and life story tale. I have an investment plan for my first $1 million budget, even if I don't have the million yet.